Hey guys. Hey guys. Welcome to another episode of Hello World with your girl Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. How is everyone doing today? I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're doing lovely. Y'all, when Reborn Artist Life speaks, your girl listens. So I'm here today trying something different. um, so we'll see. Hopefully, you guys like it and will want to see something like this again. Um, Otherwise, how's everyone doing? How was your day? I hope it was beautiful. I hope it was memorable and amazing. And, all of the great things that you've been looking for. I hope that your desires are becoming a reality. Ooh, that's a new quote. Let me write it down. Bam. There you go. There you go. Um, so yes, welcome all. Hey Jaden, how are you? Good to see you. How's your day going? Hope you had a beautiful day. I want to see if I'm buffering a little because it's like a little lag on my end. So I don't know about yours. How you been, Jaden? I haven't seen you in a while. I hope school is doing well for you. We're gonna have a really tiny conversation, and then we'll be in and out. Let me put something in the chat. If I can get it. Okay. Hey, AKA, how y'all doing? Y'all see? Hey, love to travel with Wave. How are you? Oh, you're at the job. Hi, coworkers. Ooh, we have a member. We have a member. And it's Wellness with Frugal Mama. I was playing around. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about the background? I'm just typing in the chat real quick. How are you guys doing? How are you feeling? I hope well. Hey P and Q, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. I feel like I just saw you. You love it? Okay, good. Ooh, we have a member. We have a member. And it's Brooklyn and White Boy. Hey Brooklyn, how you doing? What y'all think? Your girl upgraded a tiny bit. I just came on, Brooklyn. I just got here. Um, so how is everybody doing? How was your day? I hope you had a beautiful day so far. I'll tell you how my day went. So I woke up this morning. I'm like, when I say I woke up this morning, y'all, I'm so thankful. I'm grateful because it certainly could be like way different from what it is now. And I continuously count my blessings because I wonder sometimes, like, how in the world am I like blessed to have what I have? And I may not have a lot, and I may have a little. I may have a lot, I may have a little, but it doesn't matter. It's just I've been blessed and I recognize my blessings and I want it. You know what I mean? So I'm thankful for that. Hey Afro, how you doing? You love it? I'm doing well, I'm good. So work was good. What else happened? Nothing really happened. It was just, another day. And I did my time. I feel like I did it as good as I could. And, now I need to do my time with you guys and I need to do my time with my business. So, you know, I have a lot of work to do, and so do we all. You know what I mean? Wellness with Frugal Mama, guys. If you haven't been to her chat lately or whatever, in the mornings, I don't know if it's every morning, but she does her wellness exercise and her fitness workouts with her. So start your mornings off exercising, and then some days out of the week she goes live at 10 p.m. just to show you what it's like to study. And I'm so glad that you're here. That's so true. There are people going through worse than me. That's why I say I won't complain. I'm blessed to have opened my eyes. I know, and being able to walk to your vehicle, get into your vehicle if you have one, or get into a vehicle and either drive or be driven, and still be able to see with whatever vision you have. Like, it's a blessing. You know what I mean? So speaking of which, do you guys believe that it's still necessary to have books? That is a question, that a thought that came to my mind. And I was just like, there's so many ways and different avenues of a discussion this can be. For me personally, um, are you also doing a no sugar challenge? Okay, cool. I tried wellness. I have my water. She loves having books. Well, you can't see the glass. I have my water with a little bit of with a dash of pink Himalayan salt, because pink Himalayan salt, thanks to ALS Organics, she taught us that pink Himalayan salt has 7 different minerals, or a bunch of different minerals that we can't necessarily produce in our own bodies. So I drink water with a dash of pink Himalayan salt, just so that I can get those minerals that I'm not getting with the foods that I eat, whether it be nutritious or not. So, wellness. Okay. So, there's sugar in everything except for vegetables. And I am going to try my best. Next week, I'll start on Monday. I'll try my best to do 5 days with no no sugar, and that's gonna be hard, guys, because that's like, and it could include some of the snacks that we think have no, harm in them, but they do. um so if you're gonna do it, you better do it all, do it well. You know what I'm saying? That Himalayan salt is lit. Yes. Hey, Uniquely Lavish, it's a Red Flag Friday. How you doing? Good to see you. um But it's the reason why I feel like it's difficult, but it's not impossible. And I'm gonna do my best. I can definitely, I could definitely go without having potato chips, but I have to substitute it with something else. What do you think I can? Hey Raymond, how you doing? And I'm not much of a candy eater. When I think about it, I don't really eat candy too much. So I probably need to introduce more nutritious things that will help maintain my diet, and put the proper nutrients in the proper places that are necessary and needed. Back to books, y'all. Wellness said that she loves her books. I believe books are fundamental still. The reason why, I feel like you retain more when you see something visually written down. It's like spells. Books are like spells. You can't see this, but this is, oh, yeah, you can. This is my book that I just published in June. You won't be able to see the pages, will you? Oh, you can. Well, before, when I was putting it up, you couldn't. But this right here, guys, this is life. And it's life producing, life provoking. And whatever book you decide to read still holds those similar attributes, in my opinion. It helps, with the muscles in your eyes, just to be able to go back and forth, to go, like, we don't realize how many times our eye muscles move. But It's a doorway, at least one of the doorways to understanding things, in my opinion, books. And we're growing into a age where people don't want to do the books. They would prefer to have electronics. And electronics are cool and all, but there's something about being able to put your finger, you know what I'm saying? Your fingerprints create memories. Just it's I feel like all the senses work together when you have a book. It's like your fingers remember the touch of that paper, the thickness of the paper. Did it give you a paper cut or not? It makes you move the muscles in your hands. Almost so much so that we don't even realize because our body is automatically doing it. But it makes sense to me, guys. Books are necessary. Get a cookbook, a cookbook where you can open it and read the ingredients. You know how many people don't know how to read because everything is told to us? I've noticed that some of the vernacular that I use, I've lost the understanding of the meaning to it, or I've lost the ability to understand how to pronounce it into a way where I can spell it properly. I'm just being transparent. And I attribute that to the fact that I don't read as much. Isn't that a cute picture? Hold on. But that's what I feel. So true. I was reading to the boys last night, and my son said, I love how the pages smell. Yes. And it's like, oh, I remember Frugal Mama. Yes. Wellness. I remember like kids' books, the paper are like waxy and they're like a lot more thick. I guess to be more resilient to like, the treatment of a toddler or a kid. But yes, it carried a certain smell to it and a certain gloss and feel. Guys, remember your senses. The only way our senses will be able to be properly utilized is if we have these sensors, well, at least these sensors, the both sides, left and right, are actively telling everything else to move. And then when we lead with this sensor, the main one, it helps us operate our spirit. That's dope, right? This operates our spirit, this operates our members. If this is not connected to that, our movements become limited. But as long as you have this operating and allowing it to be led from time to time, your spirit will be a blazing fire. Right now, I wish I could have gone like that and the background turned into little fire flames. Fire! That'd have been dope, right? That'd have been dope. Wow, I started off talking about books and then we turned into how our brain operates. Isn't that dope? Don't you guys see that? The resemblance and the importance of how it all is? So I challenge every single last one of us to get a book. You don't have to get one of these historical, like hard to read theological books. You can get something simple. For example, mine. Just throwing it in there. Simple read, but definitely something that'll make you think outside of us gathering together from time to time on Hello World. Or if you have another book, maybe reading a magazine is better for you. But don't lose. They're starting to stop the publication of magazines and newspapers. Right? They're still around, but they're not around like how they used to be like, yo, somebody's doing a paper route. The best job to have as a teen was a paper route. That kind of thing. It's slowly turning into, use your electronic device in order to read? Or is it more like scanning? Right? When we read, we learn how to scan. That's different. And you know what else? To go a little bit more deep, when we read books, we are actually having a conversation with the author or authors, depending on how many people wrote the book that you're reading. You are having a conversation with a perfect stranger without using telecommunications. That's sexy. I just thought of that. Hey Terry, how you doing? Good to see you. Reading is fundamental. Welcome to Hello World. Isn't that funny? Oh, I guess my melanin gives light to things that are invisible. Go figure. So yes, we all agree that books are necessary. And I believe like when we were, I don't know how many of you watched um, the Book of Eli, the movie with Denzel. And there were portions of that movie where they were actually burning books. They were burning books. And they said they didn't want people to understand what history was. There's a lot of historical references in books, right? Because books, unless you destroy them, don't really go away. They can be housed in a library, but the minute you touch it, activate opening it, understanding by reading it, scanning it, communicating with the author or authors, you now learn something different. I feel like you can dive more deeply into something and there's less harm to your eyes. There's no rays coming through. There's no, oh, I got to dim my screen. It's just you, your natural eyes, seeing a natural piece of paper, cardstock or whatever, talking with that author. Y'all tell me that wasn't dope. Tell me that wasn't dope. I thought that was dope because I was like, yo, that's dope. Thank you for last night. Yo, last night was dope. Terry, I had a good time. Hey, Panama City, how are you? Auntie Mama, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, Panama, did you get mail yet? I don't like really asking, but like, since you're here. So y'all, the next time you think that your freedom is being threatened, look around you and see how many more of these sensory appreciative things are around. Audiobooks are cool when you don't have time to read. But we used to make time for it, right? Oh, cool, good. Yes, last night. Yeah. So get back to the fundamentals, right? Because the more we allow things to get more technologically advanced, nothing wrong with it, not knocking it or anything, but the less we're giving our freedoms. These are parts of our freedoms. We're just giving it away because you're not going to remember how to use that hand. Yeah, you may say that's far fetched, but it's true. You're not going to remember how to pronounce a certain word because it's been read to you all along. Is it like we're going backwards into an infant stage where we just know pictures and understand by what we hear? Do we no longer communicate beyond just through paper? Who do we talk to who are we communicating with when we are reading an article online? Do you even think to look at who the author is of whatever periodical you're reading? Not necessarily. You just read the article and keep going. There's weight. You feel weight. Your body will understand what the difference is between 1 pound, 2 pounds. Your vision, the acuity of your vision will be easier to manage because you're not, like I said before, having those harmful rays hitting your eyes, damaging whatever parts of your eye that helps you see clearly, and just aging the process of you needing glasses. Well, yeah, it's difficult sometimes to read print depending on how big it is. But again, there's no threat unless you poke yourself in the eye with a book. And then you don't have the rays going into your hands, breaking down the molecular chemicals in your fingers, energy, radiation seeping into your fingers. Look, y'all, I know I could go all the way deep, 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 but if we don't start thinking about these things, we're not going to remember how, oh man, why do I have carpal tunnel? Oh, yeah, because my hands have been constricted like this or like that, but I haven't been forced to open up the memory glands of what it feels like to turn a page, what it feels like to take your time to read something, what it feels like to look at a cover and appreciate what the cover is presenting. You don't have to do that with this. It's more like, where is the mobility? Listen, y'all, I'm as much connected to my cell phone as I am to the breath that comes out of my mouth. But books are definitely necessary. Keep a little library in your home because in Lord knows when, maybe by the time you're a senior citizen, people are going to be like, what's a book? Just like how kids don't know what a typewriter is. Like I literally saw a program where kids, well, I think it was on YouTube that I saw a program where kids were like, what is that? They didn't know what that typewriter was, never seen one before. Crazy, right? Just because someone put mess on a plate doesn't mean you have to eat it. That's true. With all these with all this technology, we do nothing manually anymore. It's true. Like, when's the last time you set a clock for daylight saving times? Daylight savings. When was the last time you set a clock? It just automatically changes for you. I remember, when it was like, you better set your clock before you go to bed. And you wake up and it's the right time. Now you could just go to sleep and be like, why does my body feel like it's too much, like I overslept? Your body still is actively telling you something changed. So nature will always respond. We're part of nature. We are nature. But how far away are we going to allow ourselves to separate from the natural instincts that we were birthed with? Those instincts that we have. help us to survive. And when those instincts are taken away, we have to rely, just like how babies rely on their mamas and their dads or their authority or their guardian to be able to eat, sleep, poop, think. That's how scary it's going to be. I know I was just talking about books, but it just branched off into so many other things. I challenge you guys. As much space as we always make for other frivolous things, get you a nice little nook and put a couple books that you will find interesting. Don't just let them sit there as artwork, but actually read them. I'm speaking to the choir right now because I have books that I have yet to open. We owe it to ourselves. We owe it to our bodies, our genetic makeups, our animalistic nature to actually be somewhat animalistic. You know, actually slave on top of a stove. Well, not slave, but cook on top of a stove, bake, read an ingredient on how to make something, turn the television off and communicate with the people that are in your home or in the area that you're in the same vicinity as you. Learn how to communicate and converse with other individuals, like have a real conversation, not some like, I don't even know how to collect a word in my brain because I haven't spoken to another human being. I can't even detect whether they're happy or sad because I have not spoken to a human being. I've just spoken to human beings through my device, and not even audibly, but through swipe. Because now you don't even have to, you just swipe, and the computer will tell you what your sentence was, reading your mind, and you don't even realize it. Crazy. Who still has a VCR? That's a good one. Or know what a rotary phone is? Yep. I had to reset the microwave for daylight savings. Okay. You miss your CDs and cassette tapes. I've seen one. I've seen some. Actually, I have DVDs. I have DVDs and CDs. Panama City still has one. Wow. You're right, Joy. That's why I started the Read With Me segment. Time to pick up a real book. I have fallen in love with the forward acknowledgments and dedications. Yes. Oh, speaking of which, let me read mine. Dedication. This book is dedicated to all of the misunderstood. Simple. My story. Don't want to read that. You have to buy it. Okay, this book. Dedication. This book is dedicated to everyone who needs encouragement, those who are searching for their purpose, and those who need an extra little pat on the back. If you're into thinking deeply and differently, this book is for you. Don't worry, we leave room for a little comedic relief. Most important, this book is dedicated to my future. Oh, I don't have a preface. I don't have no acknowledgments either. Okay, that's different. I have a VCR, tape player, and CD player. I'm holding on. Wow, that's gonna be worth something. That's gonna be worth a whole lot. Beautiful that. Thank you, Wellness. Or old record players. Wow. Or real to real player. I don't think I've ever seen one. Like, I don't think I've ever like seen one before, Brooklyn. Like in real life. Mm. But then they'll resell it. Once somebody gets a hold of it, they'll resell it for millions of dollars because it's vintage now. Guys, if you think about it, we are becoming vintage. artifacts. Every single last one of us are becoming vintage artifacts. How well are you maintaining your artifact? Meaning your purpose, your soul's mission, right? Or your purpose, same thing. The visions that you have, the vision boards that you've created, are you still working on that? These are our artifacts that we are leaving, little imprints in other people's souls. What are you doing to maintain that? Get a book. Help expand your horizons. Oh, really? Wow, I have in a recording studio, but now it's mostly digital, but some still have the reel to reel because they are use analog more because of the feel of it. You are vintage, right? Soon, the knowledge that you have in your entire being will be worth priceless. Every upload that we create, every live that we produce becomes a vintage artifact. And thankfully, or as long as YouTube doesn't go down, it will be available to as many people who tune in. That's dope. That's real dope. So we are all books. And it's necessary for us to add to our book, to write into our book, to care for our book. Because when we're gone, people will be looking through our books. I'm talking about this book, what we've left, because we're going to be artifacts, vintage, and someone's going to see the true value that we didn't know we were worth or others didn't appreciate the worth and be able to profit. We went from paper books to human books. That is dope, y'all. Digital recording sounds too perfect and there is just no feel, right? The analog, you hear that on the record. Who knows the song that I was just singing? Yes. It was Aretha Franklin. Yes. I forget the song though. I don't remember the name of the song, but when I remember, y'all, when this is like when I first started going on YouTube, I used to love all kinds of music, and I'm loving him each and every day. I forget the rest of it. Hey, yo, it's your boy Leo. What did you walk into? You walked into a Be the Difference live. Yes. Do you like it, yo? Do you like it, Leo? Do you? Do you? Do you? What do you like? Oh, you talking about my singing? Y'all know the song I'm thinking of. Aretha Franklin. Come on, I know. Everyday People. No, 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 no. It's not Everyday People. Oh, Lord, you're going to make me look. Hold on. Hold on. Let me go. Let me go look. Aretha. Hold on. Thank you. Now, I'm gonna play it. I don't care if I get a copyright. Yes, I found it. I found it. I found it. Y'all ready? I'm about to play it. I don't care. Please, y'all. Hold on. I'm about to play this joint because that's one of my favorite songs. That's one of my favorite songs. Hold on, let me put some volume on it. Actually, I don't even know why I didn't look at my phone for this. Hold on. Come on, volume. Because this is slow. Hold on. Let me find it on my phone. And I'll just play it on my phone. And then we're going to be out, okay? I found it. For a limited time, you can save big on 5G Samsung phones. No thanks. Y'all, once you hear this song, you're going to be like, oh, snap. Y'all going to be like, ooh, that song hit hard. Now you hear it? Yeah. You hear it, right? Y'all heard it now? That song hit hard. It's called Daydreaming by Aretha Franklin. Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. Floating away. I love that song. And I just fell upon that song when I was on YouTube. When I first started coming on YouTube and I was like listening to music, I wanted to hear like all the 70s musics. And I was like, oh, that was good. Wasn't that good? Cameron did a read for real. He did. I didn't know Cassette VCR over here and books galore. Yes. See, that's why you're a wealth of knowledge. Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. Look where you go, falling away. I love that song. That's what made me appreciate Aretha Franklin. No matter how much, they said she was, but I always appreciated her singing. Like it was real good. So yeah, for real, he did. What's the name of the song, Leo? I didn't know Cameron did a song to that. Daydreaming that I'm thinking of you. Daydreaming that I'm thinking of you. Not you skipping the ad. You know it. No, I just muted it. It was like the pop-up when I first got on YouTube. Anyway, y'all, please, please, please consider having books around of whatever your choice, right? You don't have to go for the book or books that have like all of these things in it that you're not going to understand. Start with something that you understand until your brain can catch up, until your understanding can catch up to whatever it is that you're supposed to now then graduate to reading. But never allow your sensories to forget the touch, the feel of paper in your hand. Don't forget. Always remember, because you now have a vintage artifact that will continuously remain. As long as it's preserved, it will remain and way past you. It will remain way past your own life. Why is it now showing now? It was shown before. It will remain, oh, that's why. It will remain way past you. And it will live through other fingers, through other understandings, through other comprehensions, through other thoughts. Remember your legacy. And in Swanston, you guys know Swanston, he's about to publish his first book. He has now left another artifact that will remain forever and ever. No matter how far it reaches or how close it stays, it will still be a forever artifact that people will be able to enjoy for generations to come. It's up to us not to allow our books to become ceased. Anyway, y'all, you guys are beautiful and amazing. There is no mistake about you. Every single thing that you've gone through in your life, whether good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, does not change that you are still beautiful and that your purpose is still waiting for you. Your purpose is still leading you, and your purpose and the God that you believe in, your creator, Buddha, whoever it is, your ancestors, will continuously be with you as long as you actively participate in its development of you. Continue to follow me on all social media platforms at btdllc. Thank you, Brooklyn, for dropping links. Thank you all for being here for a conversation and for all that you do for me, Be the Difference Clothing. It means a lot. So I really appreciate you guys. And consider checking each other out if you haven't already done so. My name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing, and I am signing out on another episode of Hello